Andy Warhol looks a scream, hang him on my wall. Andy Warhol, Silver Scream, can't tell them apart at all. How do you move either quickly between chords, as we do in Andy Warhol, or move into chords with an awkward shape, like for example the minor 11, or the minor 7 flat 5, or the 7 flat 5. These are chords that take a little bit of getting used to, and we have to train our hands to play the chords. There's a fundamental skill that changes all of this for you, and I'm going to show you that right now. The fundamental skill is to turn your left hand into a hummingbird. So your hand is light on the guitar, you're not holding down too hard. At the last minute, when you need pressure on your notes, and right up until the moment that I play, my hand is in position but relaxed. Then I hold down the notes in exactly the right place, and then immediately that I've got all the sustain that I need for a particular note, I release the grip. So there's two elements to this. One is this pulsing motion, getting into position and then pulse into pressure and then pulse out. The second thing has to do with the grip. Here's what we're trying to do when we play. Let's look at a simple example of going from a G to a G major 7. We do this in Here Comes the Sun. We do this in Lion Eyes by the Eagles. Here's the motion. Here's the G, and I'm going to the G major 7. When I go to the G major 7, I have to get that pointer finger down to the 2nd fret on the high E string. In Lion Eyes, here's how it looks and sounds. Let's have a look at the grip. So my thumb stays down behind the neck. I hold down my G chord, and then what I do is I use the pulse. My thumb on my left hand is kind of a pivot point. It becomes a pivot point. I put the chord in position. Now you break this down and practice it in slow motion first. You put your chord in position, no pressure, then pressure, then strum, then relax. You stay in position, including the thumb, and I'm going to use the thumb and move my pointer over to the 2nd fret, like that, just this pivot motion. And I'm using the thumb at the back of the neck to keep my hand in position and as a pivot. You can see it rotating as a pivot. It anchors me, but with no squeeze. There's no tension in that hand. It's totally relaxed, but in position. And then I'm on the G major 7. We are going to use these basic principles in everything we play once we master them. The key concept you want to get into here is that you do not have a monkey grip on the guitar neck, and that you're going to have to build the habit of playing like a hummingbird, of getting your hand to land, make a note, relax, get away.